There's a myth in real estate, and it's sort of, well, it's not just in real estate, it's in every industry, and it goes like this. Don't work hard, work smart. Or people will say, work smarter, not harder. And those people are wrong. Let's just start there. So I believe in the good old-fashioned hustle, and I think it takes hustle to get just about anything done. So in the world of residential real estate, you're not gonna get much of anything done consistently or predictably without some good old-fashioned hard work. Now, I understand that at times a deal will fall into your lap. And I understand you probably know of someone who's made a bunch of money without hustling and working really hard. I also know that it is highly unlikely that you or I or most of us will ever replicate that, because those things tend to happen due to a fortunate relationship, experience, or some sort of connection. And they're great. I don't fault anybody for capitalizing on those opportunities. But when it comes down to building a consistent, repeatable income, a consistent, repeatable pipeline that you can expect to provide for you and your family, first of all, your needs, then your goals and your wishes. Maybe you want to give and support in your community. Maybe you want to save for retirement. Those things don't happen by luck. And they don't happen just because you're smart. I've got a quote on my wall by past President Calvin Coolidge. And one of my favorite phrases in the quote is that the world is filled with educated derelicts. What it means is there's a bunch of broke, smart people out there. There's a bunch of brilliant college professors that are barely scraping by. There are some geniuses that never got anything off the ground. And then on the other hand, there's a bunch of people that have done really, really well financially, relationally, physically, spiritually, whatever, because they put in the work. Jim Rohn has a quote that says, you can make up for in numbers what you lack in skill. So if I get to pick one, hustle or intellect, I'll pick hustle every time. I'd like to get both, but I want to tell you right now, what it takes is consistency. There's some great books out there to read. The Slight Edge is a great book. The Compound Effect is a great book. But if you don't read anything, trust me right now when I tell you, the most important activity of your career will be hustle. And I know that's not a super specific activity. The specific activity could be telephone prospecting. It could be door knocking. It could be open houses. It could be face-to-face meetings. It could be adding names to your database. It could be attending social events. It could be a lot of things. And a lot of things will work, but none of them will work if you don't hustle consistently. Put in the work. Some days you gotta get up early. Some days you gotta stay up late. Every single day, you're gonna have to do some things you probably don't wanna do. But if you will do those things, and if you'll do them consistently, if you'll put in the work, if you'll hustle, good things will happen. On our wall in our office, one of our core values says, success is contagious, so put in the work. The more you put in the work, the more you're willing to put in the work. The more you put in the work and succeed, you take pride in the success because you know you put the work in and you want to put more work in. It's cyclical, it's compounding. So I'm here to tell you, work harder and smarter. But if you can only do one, I'd pick working harder. I hope this is helpful. It's truly helped me in my career. I tend to be the person that sometimes tries to outsmart the hustle, and I pay the price every single time. Another Jim Rohn quote to close us out. You will suffer the pain of one of two disciplines. You can either suffer the pain of regret or you can suffer the pain of discipline, right? You'll suffer one of two pains, regret or discipline. The pain of regret weighs tons. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, right? Great quote by Jim Rohn, not mine, stole it from Jim Rohn, but I would rather be slightly annoyed and slightly out of my comfort zone a couple hours every day and build the life I really want to live than to believe I can avoid discomfort and build anything. It's just not going to happen consistently. So get out there, hustle, put in the work, build your dream life, and then build a business that fits that. We'll talk to you soon.